February 3rd at the Vinyl Lounge, the Weird Sisters are playing their record release show for their new record, Who Are the Weird Sisters. Doors are at 8, but don't be late. We got Ken Sable and David Bermudez each doing a DJ set, spinning some funky-ass grooves that'll have even the stiffest booties bumping. The Real Tom is going to be doing an analog visual extravaganza. Nice and sexy, just the way we like it. 18 plus, because no homies left behind. Do you never buy tickets online? The Weird Sisters don't either. But if you do this time, a free gift awaits. Just show the door guy and he'll take care of the rest. $15 in advance, $20 day of the show. I'll see you there, unless you're square. Dan Stoeckel
Yo.
on the Poptimist.
Hell yeah.
February 16th, I have a gig over at the Spring Water with TH3. We're getting back together. We haven't done a gig in a long ass time. Danny, did you see us play when we played at the Cobra?
TH3 is that?
So that was me, James, and Teo. That was like the first band I was in when I moved to town. This might have been before I know you that we got together. We just did like a jam set where we straight up just jammed the whole time.
That's what's up.
But yeah, I'm super stoked for that.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw you guys.
It's fun as fuck, man. That's how people kind of got to start to know me in like the East Nashville scene. I've always had the podcast. 2015.
Okay. 2 years before me.
Yeah.
Right.
So I've been here closing in on a fucking decade, dude.
They
Pretty
say
crazy.
It's a 10-year town.
We'll fucking see about that.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I'm super stoked for it. It should be good. This will be the first time that we really played together live in a long ass time. So, can you believe it's been 4 fucking years since COVID now, dude? We're coming up on 4 years of COVID.
Yeah,
COVID land.
Honestly, it's pretty wild. I mean, time kind of just goes by and you look back, you're like, damn, it's already been that long.
Yeah.
For real.
I can't believe it. That was right when you first moved into the castle, right, Danny?
When?
During COVID.
It was actually like
It was before.
on the no, it was actually on the later side of COVID because I remember Scotty living at the castle when COVID was going on, and I would still go and
Okay.
meet up with him at the house. I don't want to incriminate.
Oh, hey.
I don't want to incriminate myself
Yeah, potential.
or Scotty.
We all know.
But we would hang out at the castle frequently.
Yeah.
Once every about
Various
four
amounts
days.
of time.
Once every 4
Sometimes 30
days.
seconds.
About how long it takes to smoke an eighth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Incrimination.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
An eighth of, the legal stuff.
Yeah.
Delta
8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That K3.
for
They
sure.
don't make that anymore. It gives you seizures. No.
Yeah.
Is that the artificial weed?
Yeah. It's like that monkey stuff, spice. You
Yeah.
name it, I smoked it.
Dude, spice. Jesus.
Yeah.
Fucking Dustin and Josh, they got some spice stories.
Yeah.
I never smoked spice.
Gets you fucked up, but honestly, it was so long ago, I can't even be like, oh yeah, this is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never smoked it. I when I first got into smoking weed, I was in Maine for a couple of years, and then I moved out to Colorado
All right.
and just had amazing access to good weed out there. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
I got my medical card. When I got my medical card, it was right around when Battleborn by the Killers came out. I had downloaded like a leaked version of the album because I'm a huge Killers fan. I love the Killers.
Right.
So I have a really vivid memory of like walking around Boulder, Colorado, trying to find this doctor who was going to give me a weed prescription for migraines or some shit, anxiety. And I was so scared when I went to the doctor. I thought like immediately the feds were going to bust down the door and be like, you're arrested.
Right.
I had so much anxiety in the waiting room. They were playing Planet Earth, and it was like these Komodo dragons doing Komodo dragon shit, just killing shit.
Hell
and
yeah.
I went back there, and the doctor was like, well, what's wrong? And I was like, I have migraines. and he said, you need to start medicating immediately.
So I get this kickback. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he's just probably rolling in fucking college student weed dough in Boulder of all places. And then I had to wait. I went to try and go to a dispensary that day, but there was like certain rules imposed when you had like a temporary card before you got approved by the state or whatever. Because you had to send it off to the state. So I had my medical marijuana license for migraines.
Full access.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, there was this one dispensary that I would go to, and you'd walk in, and it's like a like locked down.
Okay.
Because you're in the waiting room and you have to wait to like be called back at this one particular spot I would go to, and you would walk in, and they had a desk set up, and they had all these different jars of weed. There was like 30 kinds of weed. And they would say, smell them all. So I would just smell them all. I always liked indicas better.
Okay. In the couches.
Yeah.
I'm like, which one does what? It's just weed?
Yeah. Yeah. Tristan gets mad about indica and sativa if you ask him about it. But
Tristan, you little bitch.
But I would just get too much fucking anxiety, dude. I did go home to Maine, though, that Christmas. And I had bought edibles. And these particular edibles, they were like the kind that a little sliver would do. I bought a whole brownie. Yeah. So I cut it up into 10 pieces and put it in like a Ziploc bag, and it just stunk like weed on the plane. And I ate one before takeoff. Nothing. We were 30 minutes from landing, and I was like, still nothing. For whatever reason, I don't know if it was the altitude of being in the plane or being in Denver. So I was like, I'm going to eat more of this because it doesn't work. So I ate the whole thing. And dude, I went on a fever dream journey.
Blast off?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I went to go get picked up at the airport. We finally landed. It was a rough landing. It was a really bumpy landing. And it was just kicking in as we were landing. And my buddy Zach came to pick me up from the airport. And Zach, he lives in Florida now, but he's like my best friend from growing up. Yeah. And we went to go get Chinese food in Portland, which is... have you been to Portland before?
Yeah, the first 10 minutes I was there, I saw a guy smoking crack in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
I was like, sup?
Lives up to the reputation, dude.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. And I was like, this is kind of dirty and shitty over here. They let you
do everything in Oregon.
Everything's really expensive at the same time.
In Portland, Maine or Portland, Oregon?
Oh, see, Portland, Oregon. Portland, Maine, I've been there too. Got some lobster.
Yeah. So... we went, and there's nothing to do in Portland, really. It's just like bars and restaurants. It's basically like Maine's version of a suburb. Like, it's not even a proper city. Right. It's a pretty city. It's a beautiful place. But we went to this Chinese food restaurant that was right next. It's like in this strip mall, right by the mall.
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah. Well, the Chinese food's actually good in places like, well, Maine. I'm sure it was in Rhode Island too. There's no fucking Chinese food in Nashville. But we went there, and I saw my fucking high school crush, dude. It was this girl named Michelle that I was always so fucking obsessed with. She was like a scene girl back in the day, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, she was one of those. Yeah. And I was like in love with her. She always rejected me. She never wanted me.
That's great.
And I didn't know if it was real. Like, my grasp on reality was just fucking different because I was so high off of edibles.
Yeah.
And they dropped me off at my parents' place 45 minutes from Portland in this place called Bath, Maine. And Bath is where Bath Iron Works is. So it's like a real shitty, like gritty kind of New England town. Everybody's dad is in the Union and works there, builds battleships for the Navy. But yeah, I was just miserable, and then I slept, like, I think all the way until the next afternoon. I was high the next day. I was just high off my fucking ass. Yeah,
that's funny.
It was a miserable experience. I do not recommend it.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, we just listened to that new KG Elephant song. Danny, what did you think of it?
I liked it. It's kind of like it's similar to, I feel like, their second and third album, kind of like Because I think their second one was Melophobia. Is
That's
that
their
right?
third one.
Or okay, I might
Wrong.
be mixing them up then. Yeah, so Melophobia, it kind of reminded. It was like a little bit of a throwback to that. I feel like.
Yeah, it reminds me of kind of like Melophobia and Tell Me I'm Pretty, which was the album they did with Dan from the Black Keys.
Yeah, it's like very reverby, kind of almost like wall of sound kind of style, like Phil Spector-esque type of shit.
Yeah, I really like it. I'm excited. I want to see them live again. I saw them at the Basement East.
That must have been sick.
Yeah, it was the December 20th, 2015, which was the day, or maybe it was like December 18th, but it was the day Tell Me I'm Pretty came out. They did a release show in Nashville for it.
Dang.
And it was like sold out. I was seeing this girl at the time. It was my first year in Nashville. I was only here for a couple of months. And there was this girl that I've been hooking up with on Tinder. And I really like this girl. This podcast is just a series of me explaining rejection by women. But
as many guys around.
yeah, I told her, I was like, I really want to go to this Cage the Elephant show tonight, but I don't have any tickets. And we were hanging out, chilling, and she's like, you can go to the show if you want. So I went to the fucking show.
And you just left her ass?
Yeah, I just left her ass.
Yeah.
And that was probably really the beginning of the end. I think she was just tolerating me for Christmas, so she wouldn't be alone on Christmas because she was from LA.
LA.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I ended up going there, and I was waiting outside for the show just for someone's friend not to show up. And that's how I got into the Cage the Elephant show. It was cool, man. It was they're a really good live band.
Okay. Yeah, I can't say I've peeped before, but...
Have you seen them live?
I haven't. I was supposed to see them at Live on the Green. I think it was like 2015 or 2016 is when they were on Live on the Green, but I couldn't make it for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, they're worth it. Dude, we will definitely go when they come here.
I'm down. Yeah.
You know who else I want to fucking see on their tour? Green Day.
Potential.
Yeah.
The like Subway video or whatever I kind of saw floating around.
Yeah,
Like
well,
some pop-up show or some shit.
yeah, and they were just on Howard Stern too, and they said they're playing all of Dookie in its entirety and all of American Idiot in its entirety.
Okay.
Because now American Idiot is 20 years old, which is crazy to fucking think about. That means I've been playing for 20 years because I started playing when that album came out. And Dookie is going to be 30 years old.
Did you hear that Sum 41 announced their farewell tour?
No.
I believe it was.
They're done?
I saw them before.
Yeah.
You've seen them live?
I saw them at the Cohen. My friend was doing sound for the people that opened up for them.
They do the song Fat Lip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
I've
pretty sure I heard
always-
that on the radio the other day.
I've always thought The Reveal should fucking do that song.
That'd be a great song, yeah.
Like down on
the Hell
Broadway.
song, dude. The Hell song's a banger.
How does that one go?
Bang. It's like bang.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is Fat Lip the one? I might be confusing it with another one. Is that the one where it's like, I don't want to waste my time? Okay, cool.
Because you don't know us at all. We laugh when old people fall.
And
Yeah.
then just all the memes going around of him just like being like really fat, like a beer or some shit, and just looking like ass.
Yeah.
But he
him
came
and Fred
back out
Durst.
of it, I think.
Yeah, him and Fred Durst.
Everything sucks. Fuck.
I would love to see Limp Bizkit live. I feel like that would be a fun show.
Fliss just saw a Limp Bizkit tribute band, I think, play at at the Basement East. It's like, oh, you want to go see Limp Bizkit? And it was like Korn tribute too. And I was like, nah, dude, nah.
Damn, honestly, I bet it was a fun fucking time.
It's probably Nar. Whatever he fucking does.
Yeah. Dude, Creed is kind of having a pretty big comeback now. They're going to be doing like a pretty big tour next summer. They're playing at Ascend.
Dude, let's go there.
Let's make our escape.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I would
Bueller?
definitely see Creed live. I met their guitar player. His name's like Mark Tremonti or something like that. But I when I lived in Colorado, I worked at this place called Wildwood Guitars. And he came in and did like a signing because he plays like PRSs exclusively.
Lame.
And PRS, yeah, kind of. PRS has like a deal with fucking Wildwood or some shit. But yeah, it's a fucking. It was he was nice.
Did he
was
show
cool.
up like in that Tenacious D episode where they're like, "Excuse me, we're here for an exclusive signing"?
No, he wasn't any particular type of way. He seemed nice. There wasn't many people that came through.
Yeah.
This is when
Damn.
Creed was really out of style. So this
In the
was like
shitter.
this was like 2012, 2013 maybe.
Right.
But yeah, it was a thing. It was a whole fucking thing. And then when I worked there, I also met the singer for Rise Against. He I guess they record a lot of their albums in Colorado.
Okay.
He was nice.
I've seen them live.
Really? Yeah, I've seen them live too. When did you see them live?
I worked a concert that they played at Marathon Music Works a couple years ago.
Were they the headliner?
They were.
Nice.
Decent amount of peeps.
I think it was like almost completely packed out, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of those emo bands, you got to think now, like our age group, it's people that are in their late 20s, 30s.
Let me get that
Yeah.
Ripper.
Yeah, it's true.
So, but yeah, I saw them live. It was the opening night in Manchester, New Hampshire for the Black Parade World Tour for My Chemical Romance.
Dude, I hope that I would definitely go see My Chemical Romance. That would be a great show.
I saw them. I've seen them live twice actually. So I saw them at that. They did like the whole Black Parade thing. Came out in their outfits, played the whole album back to front, and then they came out for like a second set, and it was a bunch of songs off of Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge. I don't think they played anything from their first album, but yeah. So fucking Rise Against opened for them, and I don't know who else had opened for them that night. It was just a bunch of other fucking bands, but. Yeah, it was dope as fuck, dude. That was when My Chemical Romance, they ruled the world for a hot minute.
Yeah, I feel like every band has their chance and at the top, you know what I mean? For
Yeah.
however long.
Yeah.
Kind of start falling off.
Yeah, I saw them on the next tour was Boston House of Blues, so
Cool.
way smaller venue, but that's a cool place too. Have you
think I
seen any
saw-
shows there?
I'm pretty sure I saw Victor Wooten did a show there with like, I think I went with my buddy Alex and his brother. I forgot who the drummer was, but he was like this like famous dude. Also, just like this shorter black dude with glasses. I just can't fucking remember his name. But it was cool. Definitely. That's kind of the only show. I always wanted to go to a Boston Calling, but I never made it out to one of those.
No, they always had good bands on the bill for that.
Yeah, I think this one year it was like Tool and like a couple other bands. I always heard Tool was fucking sick live.
They're supposed to be here on Tuesday
Yeah.
at Bridgestone.
I gotta fucking I'm going out of town though with Ben.
Where are you guys going to?
We're going to Key West to do some festival thing out there. I think we got like 2 or 3 shows. So it
Dude,
should be
Key West,
potential.
how long are you guys going to be down there for?
I think like maybe like 4 or 5 days or something. Like that.
Nice.
It's not like super long, but we'll have like a couple of days in between to kind of just like chill around,
Yeah.
which will be cool.
It's a cool place, man. It's kind of different because it's not full blown Florida like the way the rest of Florida is.
Yeah, it's
because
kind of like its own thing.
Yeah, it's its own vibe, and you take the fucking A1A. That's the name of that highway, the 7 Mile Bridge.
Oh yeah.
Just like the Jimmy Buffett album, dude. You're going to Jimmy Buffett
So
land.
they had mentioned some place that was like off the beaten path. That was like where he used to go and chill or something. But I don't know what the name is.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we'll try and do some of that like semi-touristy shit.
Yeah.
Just go and see the sights and wear pants on the beach because that's what I do.
Yeah, it's worth it, man. I'm stoked for you.
Fuck
It'll
yeah,
be
I
a fun
appreciate
trip.
that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely super appreciative of all the places music's taken me so far.
So you're playing with, what is his name? Ben?
Yeah, Ben Chapman.
Okay. What style of music is it?
I would say it's like country infused with like jam stuff, like Grateful Dead ass.
Oh, shit, okay.
Little Feet kind of sound, like some, like Waylon and all those guys too.
Yeah.
Kind of just like all that old school mixed with like jammy and like some southern rock elements and stuff like that, I'd say.
Nice. What is the primary bass that you bring on the road when you play with them?
I bring some of you may know the Hog Stallion. So it's that brown bass I got from this dude who's actually from Maine. And it's called Cosmic Woodworking is his name. Or his name's, what's his name? I just call him Eric Bass Guy. But he, Cosmic Woodworking is his company, and I actually have 2 of his basses now and a guitar from him, but I mainly just have used the same bass, like, forever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one with the funky pickup on it?
Yeah, it's got that. It's got, like, 2 Barnolini pickups underneath this thing they call a ramp. It's like that big wooden piece that goes over the pickups.
Yeah. What is the point of that? Is it just cosmetic?
I mean, I think the main point of it is so that, like, it's flush when you're, like, using your fingers on top of it. There's not, like, those gaps in between the pickups. At least is my understanding of it. I mean, I can kind of rest my thumb on it, so it has some sort of purpose, but at the same time, it kind of looks interesting.
Yeah.
Also, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So are you purely just a fingers guy, or do you ever use a pick?
Yeah, I'd say I pretty much just used my fingers, but I play guitar too, so it's like I can use a pick. Sometimes I guess if you want like more of an attack thing or whatever, for the most part, I'll just use my hands. Like fingers.
Yeah, I would say for me, I'm split like 50-50 between pick and fingers.
Yeah.
It just depends on the song.
Yeah, and it's all a tone thing too.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, like the more sharp attack, you'd use like a pick. You get like warmer tones from your hands.
Yeah, plus whenever I want to palm mute too, that's when I like using a pick.
Yeah, you can
if I'm needing to chug. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You dig that Mustang bass? What did you think of it?
It was pretty sweet, man. I always wanted one. I kind of just trade gear around and shit, and I had saw some old 70s one that some dude had on Facebook, and I was trying to like get him to trade for like a couple of guitars or something, but it never ended up happening. But yeah, they're sweet basses, especially the whole short scale thing is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a different vibe. It's for me, I find that I like when I'm demoing songs and like recording songs to use that bass, because this is the second Mustang I've owned. I owned a speaking of My Chemical Romance, I owned a Mikey Way signature model Mustang, and it was silver sparkle with a black racing stripe.
Oh, cool.
So it was a really cool looking, and it had a black headstock Squire, but that bass goes for like $1,000 now. Right. And I bought that when I actually worked at Wildwood. I stuck flat wounds on it, and when I first started writing, that was the main bass that I recorded with, just for like demoing at home, because it gave me a lot of freedom. It's like Paul McCartney style bass lines, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because that he played mostly a short scale. He played Rickenbackers and Fenders and shit too, but
he's like the Hofner dude.
Yeah, yeah. So
bass, yeah.
Exactly. I just play differently whenever I play one of those. Mm-hmm. If I'm playing something more groove oriented, then it's going to be the P bass for sure. Yeah. But if I'm trying to have something that's kind of verbal, it just speaks differently under my fingers.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Tones all in the fingers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've been like working at the place that I work now. I've been learning a lot more about gear and recording gear and shit. Yeah. So I've been going down different rabbit holes, and I really want to start improving like a recording at home setup.
There's so much, dude. There's so much to it. It's like almost overwhelming to the point where it would like deter me from even getting involved, where it's like, dude, this is just so much shit. Like I just can't even just fucking do it at all.
Yeah, I've talked to Isaac a ton about it, because I always say I'm not a gear guy, but I am a little bit. I just don't. I don't like collecting a lot of stuff. Yeah. Because there's been times in my life where I have had like 4 guitars.
It's not enough.
Yeah, 3 basses, and I'm just like I can't do it because I'm not gonna play them. But it's nice to have them.
Exactly. You gotta have the toys.
Yeah. I really want to get a Gretsch. I've always wanted to own like an Electromatic or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually talking to this dude on Facebook, again, trading gear. And I was thinking about trading him this old 50s Gibson I have for this. He's got like a 78 or something Gretsch. It's like one of those through necks. I can't remember what model, but I'm probably not going to do it anyway, just because I don't really need another guitar. But, yeah. But it's always like just kind of potentially entertaining it. Like, oh, maybe I'll hit this person up and see if they still have it. Or I'm one of those people. Is this still available? Yeah. Sometimes they won't even respond. They'll say yes, and then I'll just fucking leave them on red forever, and I won't even go back to it. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Well, Facebook Marketplace is a great resource. I've never bought any gear off there, but I've definitely bought like baseball cards and shit off Facebook
gotten all my
Marketplace.
shit on Facebook Marketplace, and before that it was Craigslist.
Dude, when fucking Facebook Marketplace came along, Craigslist just got fucked, dude.
Yeah. You can always I will check Craigslist every once in a while, and just kind of like, if I'm looking for a specific thing, I'll just be like, yeah, I'll check out Craigslist and see. But there's always just like bullshit.
Yeah.
Hit the back pages. You heard that, back pages. So that's where they would go to have all those rendezvous and things.
Prostitutes.
Yeah.
Have you ever read the Missed Connections part of Craigslist?
Fuck.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty dark. There used to be
It's pretty dark.
a Facebook group. I used to read them on the fucking podcast. This was like way back in the day. East Nashville Connections.
Free content, dude. Free content.
Yeah, so people would ask, they would like confess things, or they would ask like questions to people. So I would read them on the podcast, and yeah, it was just super funny.
Hell yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, those were back in the fucking early days of the Poptimist.
Hell yeah.
Back when I didn't have microphones or a producer. It was just straight up recording it on my phone.
Look, Mom, look at me now.
Yeah, I know. We're
yeah.
hitting it big time. We should say that we are in an alternate location today.
Oh yeah.
We're in Jonestown.
Jonestown.
We usually record at Danny's place where we have a basement studio set up. But the last one we did, Danny, it was so fucking cold in there, dude.
It was freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it's not cold here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It's way warmer in here. I don't even have shoes on right now.
Yeah, and the couch is a nice little touch.
Yeah, no, this is a nice couch, dude.
Arms
Velvet.
Yeah.
Chesties out.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to unbutton a little bit more though, dude.
Thanks, Jeff
Just one
Jeff
more?
Bezos.
Yeah,
That
this
might
is
be too much.
this is
I
this
might
is
get cold.
this is casting couch, dude.
Yeah.
It does kind of look like that.
I said that, dude. Low budget. porn
Yeah, and then the
studio.
lights, yeah, and everything.
Yeah, well,
Sheet.
no one can see it right now if you're listening, but and you can't really see it on video either. But we have this. Danny calls it the ghetto diffuser, set up with like this sheet and some lighting, and then we have another light set up, and then another light set up, and we just improvised. We made it work today.
Now you're
Yeah.
talking turkey.
Yeah, we're inside baseball.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Dude, have you watched Ted yet?
No.
The TV show, the TV version of it, dude, it's pretty fucking good.
Really?
Yeah, I saw someone post about it on X, not Twitter.
X now.
But they said it's Black Panther for people who are from the Boston area.
Oh shit. Okay.
I thought that was kind of funny.
Did they is he voiced by the same dude still? Right?
Yeah, it's Seth MacFarlane. He directed all of it.
Okay.
They
Potential then.
yeah they have so it's like a prequel series of when Mark Wahlberg's character, was growing up, so they got a kid to play him, and it's good, dude.
Oh, so it's like the whole entire time because it just jumped right to when he's like already older.
Yeah, so he's like a sophomore in high school or some shit, and Ted has to start going to school because he shoots off a gun and it ruins the TV. He like shoots the TV. So John's parents make Ted start going to school, and it's all the hijinks.
You're gonna like it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
He's getting more puss than fucking what's his name, Mark Wahlberg's character.
yeah, it's good. Danny, you would like the fucking Ted show for sure. You got to watch it, dude.
I definitely will. I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking good.
What's
dude.
it on, you said?
Peacock.
I don't think I have Peacock, though.
Yeah, I'll share my Peacock with you.
All right.
Moderate.
I'll share.
I'll take a Peacock when I can get one.
I'll take a peek at Peacock.
Yeah, there's some good stuff on there.
Yeah, segue, please.
Anyway.
Here, hit this pen. Get this out of my hands.
I watched that movie. What is it with Paul Giamatti, where he plays the teacher?
I only know him from Big Fat Liar.
Yeah.
Painted blue.
Yeah, but the movie was pretty good. It's directed by Alexander Payne. Danny, can you look it up?
Yeah, who'd you say is in it?
Paul Giamatti. If you just search Paul Giamatti, it's probably going to be the first thing that comes up because it just came out a couple months ago, and it's now streaming.
If you don't have the IMDb app, you're doing it wrong.
Is it The Holdover? Or
Yeah, The Holdovers. That's
Okay.
what it is.
Okay, cool.
That was pretty good too.
What was that about again?
So it's about Paul Giamatti. He plays a teacher at like a prep school in a New England town.
Okay.
And everybody goes away for Christmas vacation, and there's a certain number of students that don't have anywhere to go. Either their parents are in another country, or their parents don't love them, whatever it is.
Daddy wasn't there.
Yep. But yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I always like watching things that are set in New England.
Yeah, I feel like there's a bunch of movies, man, that are sick. Me, Myself, and Irene was there. Dumb and Dumber, Moonrise Kingdom, dude. There's Good Burger too.
Dude, have you ever seen The Departed?
Oh yeah,
That's probably my all-time favorite Boston movie.
that's like a once a year movie.
Dude, there's
You
so
can just
many
watch that, like, at least
famous
once a
people in
year.
that movie. That's like a fucking crazy cast.
Yeah, it's really good. I watch it every fucking St. Patrick's Day,
Yeah, you got it.
out of respect. But yeah, it's fucking Mark Wahlberg. He's in that too.
Yeah, dude, that's where he like came up with his whole like prickly fucking role.
Yeah, he's great in that.
Curtain motherfucker. No.
Yeah,
Everyone dies at the end of that movie.
yeah, pretty much, honly.
Except for the bitch.
Ooh,
Yeah.
also known as the trolley.
Yeah, exactly.
And Mark Wahlberg doesn't die.
Oh, that's right.
He
right.
lives.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's his name? Doesn't either.
Jack Nicholson?
No,
he dies.
Matt Damon dies.
Matt Damon dies.
Leo dies.
Leo dies.
Dude from Kangaroo Jack, his boy.
Anthony
also
Anderson.
killed.
Yeah, he
You're
dies.
right.
We were
Or
just
wait.
watching Hustle and Flow, who I'm pretty sure he's the dude.
Oh, is he?
Get him. Get him. He was that guy.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You're right.
So
yeah,
he
the
gets
skinny,
smoked.
that dude.
Alec Baldwin.
Oh,
He was
dude.
the one who doesn't die, but he just got those charges now.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you see that?
What?
getting
So Alec,
tried.
yeah, he got charged with manslaughter, right?
Yeah, I think it was like.
Oh,
2
he
counts
did
or
for
some
the
shit.
movie. Yeah,
but
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think that shit's gonna hold up, dude. Honestly, I mean, it's like that's what you pay. I mean, yeah, he was whatever the executive producer or some shit on it, so it's like kind of his responsibility in a way. But it's like you hire fucking people for that shit. I mean, granted, I've never been in a scene or some shit where you have a gun that you gotta shoot at somebody, so it's like why not just check it to make sure? But
Right.
you think it's like you're thinking about all this other shit. You have somebody to do that for you. You know what I mean?
Well, imagine just being on a movie set and someone like jokingly, I don't even know if it was a joke or what he was doing, but pointing and then clicking the fucking gun and it goes off and it just kills that girl, dude.
It's like what are fucking live rounds doing on a set, you know? But at the same time, it's
Right.
like look at Brandon Lee, he got shot and
Yeah.
killed on set. It's like it's not like it doesn't happen, but this day and age, there should be some more precautions or some shit.
Well, I guess the reason that Alec Baldwin, he's one of the big reasons he's at fault is because he was a producer
Yeah.
and he fired all the people that were like the pros to work on it and he hired a bunch of
then
inexperienced
he's
people.
fuck him then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that they were trying to cut to be mindful of budgets. They cut a lot of like the necessary
Yeah.
safety shit,
Yeah.
basically.
You're toast.
And because I remember reading like when it first happened, anytime that there's a firearm, like because what they do is I think a lot of times they use real firearms,
Yeah.
and then they just put like there are prop guns, but there's most of the
either
time it's a
blanks.
gun
Yeah.
with prop rounds or whatever, so it like looks like it fires, but it doesn't. And so before you go on set, you're supposed to actually have. It's like a prop firearms expert go over
Probably handle that
safety.
shit first
Yeah,
or
well,
something.
and what they do is they're supposed to do like a safety brief before you start filming, like every day, like as a
yeah.
reminder. I mean, you got to think, film is a lot of like unions and stuff, so they have a lot of like precautionary
shit,
things
yeah.
that they have to do.
Yeah.
And so what I remember reading, at least, and this was like when it first happened, was that because of the budget cuts, it got rid of the people who were supposed to be giving those safety briefings
Oh,
involved with using firearms on set. So
Well, he's fucking toast.
Yeah.
I bet fucking
Knowing
Trump's
that, dude,
When you're an
dick is
executive-
so hard because of this.
when you're an executive producer, you're in the hot seat for sure.
Yeah.
It's just really, I feel like it's just firing those people. If he was the producer and it's like you hired on the right people and you like covered your ass like that,
Sure.
you know, there's probably some blowback, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you fired the fucking people and then you did it. So now just
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah.
And it was him that fucking did it.
Wouldn't it be crazy if he goes to fucking jail?
Yeah, that would. I mean, it's fucking a bummer all around for those people or that lady that died and that other person that got like injured or some shit.
Imagine
And him getting
being-
fucked too. I mean, that's stress on Alec Baldwin as shitty as it was, it's like, fuck, dude, you killed somebody. Even
Yeah.
if you didn't want to, you're like, damn.
Yeah, what's crazy about it is imagine like you get to heaven and then you find out Alec Baldwin killed you. And that's the fucking...
Well, at least you'll be remembered. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
That
Well,
was
she
a bad
will.
taste.
She will.
Yeah.
I don't know her name.
That was a
But
bad taste. But I know that the events happened to this specific person.
Yeah.
That
True.
was a girl.
Yeah, she was young too.
Bummer.
Yeah, so
Bummer City Nights.
it's super fucked up. Have you ever seen Boogie Nights?
Yeah. Oh my god, with a big dick. That's always the go-to line I go for.
Dude, I fucking Danny hasn't seen it, but it's one of my favorite movies of all
Gonna
time.
watch it.
I can do it again if you want. No.
Yeah, it's a classic. Danny, we have to fucking watch that. I'm telling you.
down.
Sure.
At some point, even if we just fucking go over to Strasser early one day, or we stay later and watch it.
Yeah.
Because we watched a bunch of movies when we lived together. Like I would always show you. We watched that movie Inherent Vice.
Oh yeah, I like that movie a lot.
Yeah, that was really fucking good with Joaquin Phoenix. Have you seen that?
Dude, I know the name, but actually, fuck it, dude. Hold on. I gotta look at the picture quick.
Yeah. So Joaquin Phoenix, he has like these pretty gnarly sideburns. He's a private investigator in the movie, and he's trying to figure out this conspiracy theory that's happening, but he's not like a very good PI because he's always stoned.
Oh, yeah, I see. Man, I remember when this movie came out. I don't think I watched it.
It's
so.
good. It's worth it.
I actually met him before, dude.
Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah, I met him in Providence at AS220, and my friend was at a punk show, and he was filming. Was it who's that guy that like married his niece or some shit? That producer guy, Andy, or what the fuck was his
I don't
name?
know.
You know, Woody
Casey-
Allen. Woody Allen, dude. He was doing a Woody
shit.
Allen movie. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure.
shit.
Yeah, and he was just like there, and I remember him just like he had a hat on. He was short as fuck, and then I looked over at him and I saw his hair lip, and I was like, yo. I turned to the person next to me. I was like, yo, that's Joaquin Phoenix right next to me, dude. I fucking know it is. And then I turned to him. I shook his hand. I was like, yo, you're Joaquin Phoenix. And then just kind of like.
Was he cool?
chilled. Yeah, I mean, he was just like kind of. I think he was all like fucked up or something, like blown out or whatever, hammered.
Yeah.
He was pieced. And then I saw him outside sitting on the sidewalk with like 10 people around him in some fucking circle. And then he like left with like 4 girls.
What a life.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit. But I was just like, that was just crazy.
He's a great fucking actor, dude.
Oh, yeah, he's one of the best ever, for sure.
Did you see Walk the Line?
Mm-hmm. We
Yeah.
actually just watched fucking
Walk Hard.
Walk Hard.
Yeah, which is also a
We
great
talked
movie.
about that
on the last
Kid
episode,
died.
right? Yeah.
Wrong kid died.
Wrong kid died.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I rewatched The Joker recently.
Dude, the Joker 2 is supposed to be coming out this year.
Lady Gaga, right?
Yeah, Lady Gaga's fucking Harley Quinn.
Yeah, what a tripper.
Yeah, I think it'll be good, dude.
She's a good actress, dude. She's just an all-around entertainer, honestly.
It's supposed to be a musical.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we better to do it. And what the fuck? But then, at the same time, I bet you a majority of the actors are like trained for Broadway.
Yeah.
Do like fucking musical, like the
Well-
ones that are like real fucking actors.
Joaquin Phoenix, he's a good singer.
Yeah.
Okay, he sang and Walk the Line. He was good in that.
And that's what I mean. That's what it like goes with. It's like you look at like Bradley Cooper or whatever singing those songs in that movie. It's like that's just part of being a trained actor or actress. I feel like it's like you're trained how to sing and like maybe even play an instrument. You see all these movies with people who play instruments. John C. Reilly, whatever. It's like they fucking are playing instruments in every single
John
movie.
C.
It's
Reilly
like a
actually
thing.
plays.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's I don't know, just another facet of that. I feel like.
He was also in
Makes
Boogie
sense.
Nights.
Yeah, he's a fucking trip guy. Too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked for Joker 2. I think it'll be good.
Yeah, it was definitely a cool like take on the movies.
I hope they do Joker 2 as like a rock opera. I'm guessing that's what it's got to be. Like that's what makes sense to me.
I hope they don't fuck it up or just miss the mark. You know what I mean? And it's like I'm not against watching like a movie like that. I mean, Sweeney Todd was sick, and that was a musical. But
Yeah,
like,
that was Johnny Depp, right?
yeah. But if they just need to do it right, so who knows?
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think the only way that they would have done Joker 2 is if they just did something completely different from the first one.
Yeah.
And I think it's called Folie à Deux, which means like the mental illness of two or some shit. So I'm guessing they're just gonna like be tripping out and thinking everybody's singing, like they're gonna be,
okay, like they're just like crazed.
yeah. So I think that's kind of badass.
For sure, definitely an interesting spin on it, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm a big time movie nerd. I fucking love the movies.
It's all about, dude. Watch the Bike Riders, yo. I'm gonna be an extra in it. Fuck you.
Well, are you really?
Yeah.
What is that? The one with the dude who played Elvis?
Yeah, and it has Michael Shannon.
Michael Shannon's a great actor as
And
well.
what the fuck's his name? The dude who plays Bane. What's his name?
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, he was in it too.
Oh,
and
shit.
The dude who plays Daryl in Walking Dead. What's his name?
Oh shit! Yeah, Norman Reedus.
Yeah, he was there too.
Where
But,
did they film that?
They filmed it in Ohio, and they actually used my buddy Josh Mack's bar, the Lakeside, for part of the movie. And that's kind of how I found out about it, was through him. And then put in to be an extra, and they were like, yeah, step right here in front of the camera. And I was like, boy. No.
Made it.
Yeah.
Dude, I was an extra in a Lifetime movie.
D, sir. Okay.
I've never seen it. It was the Patsy Cline and like Loretta Lynn story about their friendship. So it filmed at the Ryman, and they dressed me up in like this old Opry style outfit.
Cool.
And yeah, it was super cool, man. I really I've never seen it, so I kind of want to see it just to see if I actually made it in there.
That's so wild, because I was like literally just talking about, I think, Patsy Cline with Ben's mom earlier, because we were just in Georgia, and it was, I think, her husband, or I don't know his name. I don't really know if I'm saying this wrong too, but I swear it was her. Her husband was like a fucking dick or whatever, but he would also go to these radio stations or whatever and like try and push her stuff and be like, listen, you better listen to this shit, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, type of thing. And she was just talking about this book where it kind of went with their friendship.
Yeah.
That other lady.
Yeah.
And you said right.
I also was in like an extra for a music video where it was like set in the fucking 60s.
Okay.
And it was another thing, but it was at her house, at Patsy Cline's house.
Cool.
And it's owned by these two like elderly gay gentlemen, and they have a little dog and all that shit, like Dustin has.
Yeah. Now we have a little dog.
But yeah, they had to keep the house like all the same. They had to
Okay.
keep it as the same shit.
Yeah.
So you walk in there and it's like, oh shit.
Fucking time machine.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it was pretty cool. She had a house. It's in Madison technically, but off of Dickerson Pike, like deep down on the way to Goodlettsville.
Yeah, boy. Dickerson Pike, dude. Love it.
Dick Pike, dude. Yeah.
Love Dickerson Pike right now, dude.
But yeah,
Forever.
it was pretty interesting. Fucking Garth Brooks lives out that way too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, it's funny. I feel like it's the thing to just live just outside, you know what I mean? It's like they got that, what is it? Mount Richmore or whatever, that dude. Big and rich guy lives like right outside the city. Like, it's just cool to kind of live like 20 minutes outside or whatever. I feel like it's just far enough.
Yeah, we're still fucking plebes, dude. We live in the city.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah. Yeah, it has been fucking locked down in Nashville.
Right.
There's been no way to fucking do anything.
For real.
Even it, like, I feel pretty comfortable driving on the roads. Doesn't really bother me, but I just know other fucking people can't drive here.
Yeah, I mean, they can't drive baseline, but with the snow, then it's a real nightmare. Like, fuck. It's like, honestly, it's any sort of weather. It's the rain, just like anything. You just can count that.
You start to hear all the sirens once we get any kind of weather of the like the fucking ambulance and fire trucks and shit.
It's best to just not even drive.
Yeah.
But that's why you gotta kind of live in town or whatever, so you don't have to drive like mad far to go everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, Danny's good at driving in the snow. He came to pick me up.
I've got the car for it now.
Yeah.
My
luckily.
truck is shit, dude. Rear wheel drive.
Yeah, you got to have the 4-wheel.
Yeah, I don't have it. I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it here at first because I tried to pull out, my car was stuck.
Yeah.
So I had to back out, and I was like, let me see if I can fucking back out with some power and it'll
And
let
you
me
couldn't?
go.
Really?
And I was able to back out,
Oh,
yeah.
all right. I thought Danny picked you up again. I was like,
No.
fucking, I was like, yeah, well, clearly.
Yeah, no, I was able to do it. But yeah, do you have anything booked in town? Any shows coming up in town?
Man, right now, pretty much just doing that out of town stuff with Ben, and then every once in a while I'll kind of pick up a shift or something downtown if it's with the Garden or whatever. But I really just want to get my own stuff moving. That's the main goal. In the next couple months is to release some music and book some shows.
Yeah, the tracks you showed me previously were pretty fucking good.
Well, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's definitely a work in progress, and try not to be too much of like a perfectionist to where it's like, oh, you're just nitpicking every little thing, where it's like, at what point is it going to be good enough, if ever. So you just got to kind of just release some shit, and you can always re-record it, whatever, get different people, use a different studio. So it doesn't really matter in that respect. It's just better to have it out there than not, because no one's even going to know it exists or that you're doing anything if you're not putting it out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that can be a struggle for a lot of people. I know it was for me for a long time, and then I was just like, fuck it. I'm just going to start putting out the tracks that I record at home.
Yeah, dude, and exactly. That's the mentality is fuck it. Throw it at the wall.
See what sticks.
Exactly, man. And, whether or not you think it's good doesn't necessarily mean somebody else isn't going to think it's good. You're not like the arbiter of what's good or not, even if you're the one that created it. So
yeah,
you could think it's your worst song, and someone could be like, this fucking song's so sick, dirt, whatever,
Where can people find you at? How can they find your music that's coming out? Are you going to release it under your name?
Dude, that's really a whole thing. It's like, what do I want my brand to be? You know what I mean? It's like right now I'm just Stokes Music on Instagram, and it's like I think Stokes might be the best. My last name Stoeckel is not necessarily the easiest thing to remember or say or spell or whatever. It just kind of isn't the thing. So I think Stokes is pretty easy. That could just be it, working on some like merch stuff and getting the whole language thing out there, or for Jeff, infectious vernacular.
Where can people find you at, Danny?
You can find me. You can find me on Instagram at Shooting the Shit, and you can always find Eat Sleep Rock Nashville. Now on TikTok, I'll plug that. And then you can always call Nashville Carpet Cleaning. If you need if you need your carpets cleaned.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Fucking peace.
all is well.
Yeah.
Nar Butter Steez, dude.
That is it, dude. In that order: candy, soda, chips, fop. I just gotta put all the things down. Charlie, Weiner.
Just plug them all, dude.
Yeah, dude. I will eventually. I'm
Hashtag
gonna get
it.
that shit out there. Have me back one time. I'll get the shirts going, dude. And we'll fucking make it happen. I'll have some music out hopefully the next couple months.
Hell yeah. Once you put something out, you come back on and promote it.
Be like, dude, you should see how like 5 people came. It was sick.
To the Cobra on a Thursday night.
I will not play. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we'll see where the first show's at or who we're playing with. Maybe do something with Ivan.
Hell yeah.
Tenture.
Well, dude, thanks for coming on.
Oh, yeah.
Keep on dreaming. See you next week.